Nature of special needs. These children have special challenges that a normal individual student would not face. In one or perhaps, even in many occasions, you have noticed children who acted, behaved, or talked in a manner that is distinctly different from the way other children do. These actions or behaviors that you have observed may be remarkable enough to make you think that they are indeed different from the other children you usually encounter. What are the characteristics of special children? The characteristics of special children are those who have specific cognitive or academic difficulties such as perceptual difficulty, difficulty in understanding or remembering information, memory difficulty, less capacity for remembering information received either short or long term, metacognitive difficulty, difficulty in using effective learning strategies, difficulty in processing oral language, difficulty to understand spoken language and remembering what has been told or spoken. Reading difficulty, trouble on recognizing printed words or comprehending what was read. An extreme form of reading difficulty is dyslexia. Written language difficulty, problem in handwriting spelling or expressing oneself comprehensively in paper. An extreme form of this difficulty is dysgraphia. Mathematical difficulty, trouble thinking about or remembering information, as difficulty learning basic number facts. An extreme form of this difficulty is dyscalculia. Difficulty with social perception. It is a difficulty perceiving or interpreting other people's feelings or reaction and may result to inappropriate response in social situations. Social and behavioral problems and behavioral indicators. These are emotional states that are present and which persist for a long time and which affect learning in academic performance and social behavior. A symptom of this disorder can be seen in external behaviors that have direct or indirect effect on other people, like aggression, lying, stealing, disobedience, or lack of self-control or impulsiveness. On the other hand, internalized behaviors affect the person himself and subsequently develop anxiety, depression, eating disorder, social withdrawal, or suicidal effect. Example of their behavioral problem is autism. Children with autism have not developed the basic social skill. The social cognition is impaired, thus they are not able to interpret social situation accurately. Delays in cognitive and social functioning in behavioral indicators. Condition of significantly below average general intelligence as well as deficit in social and practical intelligence and adaptive behavior. This is often caused by genetic conditions. For example, most children with Down syndrome have delayed cognitive development, or in inherited cases, malnutrition of the mother during pregnancy, or oxygen deprivation during birth, or in some cases, environmental factors like parent neglect or extremely impoverished and unstimulating home environment could also be cause. It is not necessarily a lifelong disability, especially if caused by environmental factors. Physical and sensory challenges and behavioral indicators. Physical and health impairments. These are general physical and medical conditions, usually long-term, that interfere with school performance. Students in this category have limited energy and strength, mental alertness, or little muscle control. Examples of specific conditions are visual impairments, malfunctions of the eyes or optic nerve that prevents normal vision even with corrective lenses. Some are totally blind, others have tunnel vision, some with limited sensitivity to light. The cause of visual impairments may be any congenital abnormalities in either eye or in the visual pathway to the brain. Hearing loss, malfunction of the ear or associated nerves that interfere with perception of sounds. They have insufficient sensation to understand spoken language, even with hearing aid. Severe and multiple disabilities, having two or more of the disabilities described earlier, and most probably require high specialized services. Children with advanced cognitive development or giftedness. Unusually high ability or aptitude in any or more of the following areas: intellectual ability, aptitude in a specific academic field, creativity, visual or performing arts, or leadership.